Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight, I'm doing a self-love challenge inspired by Red Lobster. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name's TT, and my channel is TT on Everything. And today, I'm coming at you with a meal expressing self-love. Now, I chose to do this challenge because I came across some beautiful ladies. And Lex TV, check out their channel. They some pretty girls making pretty food, okay? But they had a self-love. They did a self-love challenge that they were collaborating with Soulful Eats. You can check out her page too. I haven't really been on her page much, but you know, it seems like they're doing big things. I love that. These ladies came across my path through Ace Eats. So I want to thank all of them. I want to give a shout out to Ace Eats and Lex TV, Annie and Lexi, and also Soulful Eats for the collaboration and allowing me to be a part. So I'm going to say grace, and then I'll go through the menu with y'all what we have tonight, okay? Gracious Lord, I truly thank you for this food that I'm about to receive to nourish my body and to feed my soul for Christ's sake. Amen. Oh, self-love. That is such a hot topic. It is a huge topic. It is a loaded topic. But first, let's talk about the menu. I did me some baked lobster. I did me some shrimp scampi. I did me some fettuccine with the scampi sauce that has some shrimp in it too. I got some baked scallops, broccoli, carrots, and I got some cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. Yeah, that's the only thing I bought. So we're going to start eating. First off, let me just say, welcome to the table. Come on in, get you something to eat, and let's have us a little talk over some dinner. When they did their self-love challenge, they had some beautiful food. They had stuffed salmon, shrimp, spicy noodles. It just looked so good to me. So that inspired me to want to do this challenge too. And I think what I'm coming to realize is, especially with challenges, I think I'm into food porn. Because if the food looks good to me, oh yeah, I want to get in on so I can eat me some good looking food too. I don't know what it is, but that's how it was with Ace Eats, her and Cindy Eats. They had steak and truffle macaroni and cheese. Oh, that looked good. So that was a challenge that inspired me to do. So then I saw Annie and Lexi with the self-love. Their food looks so good. So, and what that got me thinking about self-love and, you know, a meal that you would enjoy. And watching Annie and Lex doing their self-love challenge, talking about their journey, you know, I have a tendency to overthink things. So I'm thinking about, you know, my journey on self-love and the things I like to eat. Y'all, back in the day, Red Lobster was hopping. Red Lobster was a thing. And they will always have shrimp scampi. I haven't had shrimp scampi in I don't know how long. And they will always have like the endless shrimp. Oh, we'll sit there and get sick of eating their shrimp scampi. So that's what I did. You know, I went on Red Lobster's menu thinking if I had to order from them today, present time, what would I order? And I didn't really see many menu options that included shrimp scampi. So I combined a couple of their menu items to get what I wanted. So therefore, I'm going to call this the seafood trio with the lobster, the scampi, and the scallops. And the pasta is a side. The biscuits came forever. Your vegetable. So I'm going to get started. But now, you know, what I'm going to say in regards to my self-love journey, it started pretty early. When I was young, I'm going to say elementary school aged, I was presented or exposed to colorism. Back then, oh, that's good. Back then, it didn't have a label like it does, how everything does now. So, it was just me, in my mind, being told by other fair-skinned people that I was less than because of my skin color. I was too dark, in other words. A piece of me wanted to believe it. Y'all look how big that shrimp is. That's scampi. Now, the significance of that is, you know, now it has a label. It's colorism. A lot of things not tolerated. A lot of things have been brought to the forefront. But back when I was growing up, it wasn't. It was just the norm. I think people don't really talk about stuff like that. And it wasn't until my godmother, she was a beautician. She did hair. She owned a beauty salon. She always did my hair. We'd come back from summer vacation. We had to spend summer vacation in the country with my grandparents. And that's where I got a lot of it from. family members. And she was talking about my hair, saying, why is your hair so damaged? What did they do to your hair? Why is your hair is burnt, it's fried? That's because they told me that my hair was too nappy. That's what they said. That was the term they used, was nappy. You know, I was the only one who hair had to get pressed. You know, everybody else had that soft hair, or they say the good hair or whatnot, but not realizing the damage they was doing to my hair. And, you know, so now I have to tell her the story about when I'm getting my hair pressed and the things I have to go through when I'm getting my hair pressed and why they feel the need to press my hair. That woman spun that chair around and she told me, I don't want to say what she said, but I don't think you'll get the gist of it. I got to say it. She said, fuck them. Keep in mind, I'm about 7, 8 years old. She was like, don't you let them tell you that you're less than. She said, God don't make no junk. She was like, and as far as your skin color, that's the color God wanted you to be. I can name up plenty of things that are dark and that are good in this world. We're not going to talk about brown sugar. We sure enough ain't going to talk about the good old Coca-Cola. All those things are dark and those things are good, and so are you. So you know that you are worth something and that God didn't make no junk. You have your own purpose here, and it's not for them to determine what your purpose is. And then she spent the chair back around and started doing my hair. That message resonated in me. You know, as far as being elementary school aged, because at the time that I'm telling her the stories and the things that are going on with me, you know, I'm feeling low. I'm thinking, you know, well, they say my hair nappy. They say my hair ain't like this. She said so. And she really instilled that confidence in me. So that shot goes out to Belinda. Miss Belinda, she was my godmama. She first put that I am worthy and that God didn't make no junk in my head. And I'm going to say that may have created a monster. Maybe not then at that time, but as I grew older, it would begin to resonate. Because I started utilizing that in every aspect of my life. So, say for instance, you know, I'm growing up. And to give you a picture of the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was pretty much like Friday. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew everybody's business. You know, just whatever. I've had many conversations with friends who are also big girls. And we talk about our upbringing, what we experienced growing up. Y'all scallop. I seared that booger. And we talk about our experiences growing up. I didn't share the same experiences they shared. I got another big friend, she's a big girl. I use the term loosely. I'm a big girl. We're all big girls. We're all fluffy. It don't matter. Because God didn't make no junk. But we talk about our experiences. And they talk about how they were feeling depressed or undesirable amongst those because, you know, they felt like big girls got shunned. And those were stories that I couldn't relate to. And my girlfriend was like, well, where did you grow up at? Did you come from a rock? I'm like, well, no. And I had to think back on it. And that was from what my godmama told me. God didn't make no junk, baby. And just like I said, I carried that on in life. That's a big old shrimp. I carried that over in life. So, just like I said, to give you a picture of the neighborhood that I grew up in, it put you in the mind of Friday, but it was very diverse with black people. And what I mean by diverse black people, we had Haitians, we had Jamaicans, we had Bohemians, and then you had your blacks. You know, they came from different walks or different countries, but they were all black. And we were all in the same neighborhood. So in the neighborhood that I grew up in, could have been very well played with colorism, fat shaming, or fat phobia. All this stuff is what they're using now. Back then it wasn't, okay? Back then we didn't have them kind of terms. You just rolled with the punches. You played the hand you were dealt, and that was the bottom. That was it. But I didn't experience any other problem my other friends experienced, because by us having such a diverse group of black people that I was around, the high yellow or the light skin or the red bones, they had their audience. Skinny girls had their audience, and the big girls had their audience. So I never went through a period where I felt like I wasn't desired, because there were, even though they weren't African American, they were American by way of the Bahamas, Trinidad, Ghana, from somewhere in Jamaica, Kingston, whatever. But, they like curvy girls. And I fit the bill. There was a part of it there did come a time where that was uncomfortable for me, because my body matured faster than I did. So I would be the one in I was the one in 5th and 6th grade with a rack, with breasts. I was the one in middle school, what they call it, well, it was junior high school back then. I was the one in junior high school with tits, hips, and ass. So therefore, when I was in elementary, junior high school boys tried to talk to me. And when I was in high school, grown men tried to talk to me. That used to freak me out a little bit. However, I just continued to entertain those who wanted to be entertained by me. And at not one point would I ever discredit somebody for liking one thing over the other, if that makes sense. If they like red bones, then go be with your red bone. Excuse me. If they like big women, go be with your big woman. Because I realized everybody don't like everything, and everything ain't for everybody. And that's fine. It's just that recognize your audience, and that's what I tended to gravitate towards. So by me never, as I'm growing up, and I got my godmama resonating in my head constantly, let me know that I'm not junk, I tended to carry myself a little differently. It was one of those things, like when I started getting into meaningful relationships, knowing what I like and what I don't like, what's acceptable in a relationship and what is not. To recognize love, or to recognize when someone cares for you and know how to reciprocate that took the most time. Because a lot of things that look like love ain't love. And as the old people say, all that shine ain't gold. But it was a lesson that I went through with my eyes wide open. So it's not like I started out with low self-esteem. I don't think I could ever say that I had low self-esteem. Just like I said, because my foundation was strong. It's just, things hit different when you have a solid foundation, It's like, that's what we need to teach our girls. To know that you don't have to settle. God didn't make no junk. We need to teach our boys that it's all right to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express your emotion. I attribute a lot to who I am as a person to my upbringing. I'm really grateful for the village that had their hands in raising me. We have to understand and learn to love each other, love people with their flaws, because we come in with some flaws. My mom used to say the only way you'll be perfect is when you're dead. That's because you can't do nothing else. So having that understanding, and I think what else too that used to help me. See, like them old folks had a saying for everything, right? Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. They had to be my favorite. Or what goes around comes around. You're gonna reap what you sow. It's amazing as an adult, all those things they said, all those little yellow lights they was given, how they're valid today. I'm grateful for the village. I'm grateful for my village, and I thank God for them every day. But on the flip side of that, and it's just me being messy. Look at that. It's just me being messy. All those who talked about me being fat, me being black, me being nappy-headed. Number one, they all want my hair. Now I got good hair. Now I got good hair. It's the same hair I've been had. I didn't change it. Probably changed the way it was styled. But now I got good hair. You got that smooth brown skin. I thought I was blacky. I thought I was black. It's amazing how it comes full circle. But I have enough instilled in me to handle it with grace. Oh, thank you. What you use on your face? Soap and water. What you use in your hair? I just mix up some more natural oils. How you get it to grow? It just do what it want to do. Leave your hair alone. It grows towards the sky and it'll come on down when it's ready. Handle it with grace. I'd rather let them wallow in their own self-convictions. It ain't me. If anything, you may have helped me. There was a problem that was headed off, and guess what? I'm no longer afflicted by whatever you may say. Because I know who I am. I'm grounded. I'm rooted. I know where I come from, and I know who I belong to. Well, y'all, I'm going to finish eating. I'm feeling a little emotional right now. I'm really, really reminiscing. I have to eat stuff, take bites of my life or bites of my history at a time. Because I can't, it's so much. But just like I said, I'm grateful for it. But baby, you know they say it take pressure to make diamonds. Shine bright, baby, shine bright. That's it. Well, I'm going to finish eating. I thank y'all for having dinner with me. Just like I said, I'm new to YouTube. If this is your first time on my page, you're always welcome back. And if you've been here before, I said thank you for coming back, okay? I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe. You subscribe to me, I subscribe back. I also want you to like, comment, and share this video. I think I'm going to list in the comments some people who I would like to do this challenge. I mean, I am just... When you have to look... I've never had to look that deep within myself. Or I didn't... It's not like I think about things like that daily, about what it took for you to learn to love yourself. It always seemed like it comes from... I don't want to call it tragedy, but it always comes from some type of deficit from within. And it's amazing how a couple words of encouragement, a little inflection, and a whole lot of support can turn all that around, can make you see things anew, a whole new light that holds a significance and can actually resonate in your life. And I think I appreciate that. I still carry those lessons with me to this day. The lessons they taught me will never die. And I try my best to instill that in my kids, anybody I come across, anybody I associate with, my friends' children, my brothers and sisters, families. Each one should teach one. It's a different story when you have a personal experience with it, when you're intimate with a situation. So, y'all, I'm going to finish eating. But just like I said, I appreciate y'all having dinner with me. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to finish eating.